Hi everybody, this is Michelle with Creative Operation, and I'm back today to do something fun and exciting and new for 2025. I thought first we would wrap up my hashtag Crafty Goals 2024 project by talking about some things that I made during December, and then I'm going to talk to you about what's going to be happening with our Paper Stash Smash group collab that I'm starting to do. There will be a ton of links in my description for not only some things with these projects, but also for the collaborators that are working on the Paper Stash Smash project with me. And the links will go directly to their videos so you can see what everybody is doing. And I'm really super excited about this. So we're going to kind of transition from the crafty goals into a more of a paper smash of our stash products, and which is kind of what we've been doing anyway, trying to see how many things we could smash, but we're going to kind of focus it a little bit more. And so I'll talk to you about that in just a minute. So let's get started first with what I've made. I do have videos for some of these things, and I will have links down below, but I didn't do a whole lot in December. I have it's been kind of a weird month, and I didn't get near as much done as I thought. I really worked hard getting ready for the craft fair, which I'll talk about in a minute too. But then, you know, Christmas and holidays and everything that's been happening, I've done a few things, but I didn't do as much as I thought I was going to do. I did a lot of crocheting though. But anyway, so one of my most recent ones was I turned a calendar into a notebook. And I was super fortunate that my husband bought me the new We Are Makers stack cutter. And so I decided to kind of repurpose a calendar, and I took some sheets of dot grid and of plain copy paper and just kind of played with my stack cutter, made this notebook, and I used the images from the calendar, so it has 12 sections. And then what I also did was I used some last bits that I had from Country Craft Creations Homer's Diner collection. I'll have all that listed down below if you're interested in checking it out. But since the calendar was kind of a 50s theme, and you can see like here, check this out. This is like my favorite page right there. I just love that. I decided that that paper was perfect to go with it. So I went ahead and created a little notebook, and you know, was just, like I said, playing with my new cutter, and that was my latest project that I kind of got done. So I worked on that. I did do a video on this. This was fun. So these papers came from, let me dig this out, a kit that I got from Pinecone Press quite a while ago, and I don't think this has really a date on it. Let me double check, but I don't see a date on here. But anyways, this was a kit that I found in my room. I was looking for something else, and then I totally got distracted, and this is what I ended up making instead. But it's a really cool Believe banner that you can put pictures on, and then like put it on your mantle or your tabletop or whatever, and then it folds up really nice because of the way that it's bound with the ribbons. And so I created that, and I'll show you that real quick. I did do a video with that, and it's just really fun. So we'll just kind of do it like a book here. I did add eyelets to it to help with the longevity of this project, because it is just paper. And then now looking back on it, I probably should have put these panels on chipboard to make it stronger. But that all being said, it is beautiful, and it turned out really cute, and I can't wait to put pictures of this year's Christmas festivities in this album and then be able to use it. In with the kit, they also had a little project which was really fun, to make these little recipe card holders, and so I did that. There's 5 of them, and they all just open up, have a very simple glued pocket, and then they came with these cute recipe cards to put in there. So that was really fun, and I thought these will be fun to put some of my favorite Christmas recipes in, and then save these for, you know, the future, and have them. So like, you know, favorite recipes for cookies, for example. I mean, they're just super, super cute. So I did complete those, and that was part of the kit. And then with the leftovers, I just made a quick card with just the little bits and pieces that I had left over from the kit. So that was like the only real card that I made this month. I made everything else in the months prior. So I did make that. So that was a project that I did as well. The next thing, let's see, I'll show you, is I did a couple fun little things. Let's dig this one out down here. This was a project that I got inspired by a bag from the dollar store. And let me open this up. This was a gift bag, and I thought the image was super pretty. And then I thought, you know what, that would be cute to cover a composition book. So, I mean, I just did that. It's totally unfinished, but I just wanted to see how it would work, and it worked out really cool. So I did create that little notebook as well. And then, let me put these off to the side. I'll show you those in a second. I had this kit. Now, this kit started out, it was a Melody Ross kit by GCD Studios, and this was done back in, I want to say 2010. And so it was a kit, it's for a journal. Didn't really want the journal parts to it. So what I ended up doing was kind of converting it and making it into a recipe book. So I went through my stash. I found some flowers that were by, oh gosh, Paper Studio. And then I found my Tim Holtz frame here, and I did some distressing on it because it was really white and I wanted to kind of make it blend in the cover a little bit better. And then this image here came from a paper collection from Recollections that I had. And so I just cut the image and put it behind the frame, glued the frame on, and then put the flowers there and turned it into a little cookbook, basically. And all I did was do the cover of it, but now I have these pages with great dividers that I could do for different recipes. Each section has 3 full pages, but then obviously I could add more pages as I wish, and it just turned out really cute. But I love the images and I love the vintage look of it, but I really didn't want to really do like a diary, and so I decided to cover that up and make it into a kitchen book as well. So I did kind of get that out of my stash as well. So I did that. I did make this beautiful tag album that was inspired by Debbie Alley, and I do have the list here. She did this as part of the Merrymakers Christmas collab, and she called the video, "Let's Make Some Christmas Tags and Put Them in an Album." And so I did go check out that tutorial, and I made this. So I did make a really pretty charm using a bunch of little miniature Christmas ornaments that I had in my stash that I have used to make like decorations and things like that. But I used a bunch of them to make, dangles for these 2 next albums that I'm going to show you. So I did that, and then I just used the leftover bits from the pack of papers that I've been making cards with, because I didn't really have a lot left over to make more cards. So I'm going to show you that I made this with some of the leftovers, and then I also made some tags, but it turned out really super cute. Love it, and I just think it was a fun way to use up the bits and pieces. Let me lay this down. That I had. So like I had some die cut pieces here. I had some tags from the collection here. These are some chipboard pieces that I backed with some of the cardstock that I had. I didn't have much. Definitely not enough to, I think, make cards. And then it was getting down to where I had plenty of Christmas cards. So I just kind of opted to do something a little bit different. So anyway, I have, and it puts, like some stickers back there. There's some pieces here, some little tag stickers that I just stuck together and then used that. Here is one of the die cut pieces with a chipboard piece that I glued on there. So just kind of some random stuff. And I mean, there's lots and lots and lots and lots of tags. So I just really loved this idea, and I'm going to be using this more often. I've never made one of these, and I really wanted to. So I made that. I'll have the link down below. And then I also made this, and this is just super, super, super awesome. This is by East Bay Stamp Chicks, Michelle at East Bay Stamp Chicks, and she did this a December daily paper bag album. I will link the YouTube channel here. It is humongous, humongous. Look at how thick and wonderful this is. So she designed it to be a December daily, so it actually has 31 tags that pull out and all the pages to go with it. But what I did was I'm using this paper by Recollections that I had in my stash, and it has a cocktail theme. So I decided that this is going to be a cocktail recipe album for Christmas. And I started collecting a bunch of recipes that I'm going to eventually add in here, and I just didn't get to it in time. I did make another charm dangle with some of these miniature ornaments that I have been collecting and hoarding. So I used up a bunch of those between the last two albums. I did have this faux leather ribbon from Hobby Lobby, and she also used that, and I didn't realize I had it, and I was looking for some stuff and I found it, so I was like, okay, that's going to be perfect. But anyway, big ribbon to tie it with, big chunky to go with the big chunky album, and it's just paper bags. I left these blank because as I am looking at my recipes, I thought, well, if I make the cocktail, then I could take a picture of the cocktail. But they all have tags here that you can write your recipes on. You could put photos of, you know, you drinking your drink at the party. Just super cool. So each page has a top tag and a side tag. And I love it. So I covered the tags on the fronts with pattern paper, but I left the backs plain. And you can see it's totally like cocktail and drink kind of oriented on a lot of the pages, like here, obviously. It's beginning to look a lot like cocktails. So I thought that would be fun to do. Okay, so this is that album, which it was really fun to put together. Used up a bunch of paper bags I've also been hoarding in my stash. I did not smash this paper collection. I still have a ton of it left over, so I did try. I thought it might, but nope, it did not. So there's that. So, and then I just have this ginormous chunky white ribbon that I thought would just be perfect with this album. I think it turned out really cute. So go check out that tutorial. And then last but not least, I did make this little album, and let me grab the Post-it note. This was inspired by Crafty by Tony, and I will have a link to her channel. This is a little folio that she created, and I have to say that I did goof up a little bit on it, so it's a little bit different than hers because I did goof, but it's really cute and has a lot of places for pullouts. I went through my stash and I got a little bit of everything from like, I think the papers were, oh gosh, now my brain is pickled. I did do a video on it, and you can go check out the video, and I have it all listed down below. But anyways, I use lots of bits and pieces. You can tell this paper here came from leftovers from this album here. There's little pockets. There's all kinds of tags. I had some of the Project Life tags. I use those. These are Teresa Collins tags. I mean, I just use a little bit of everything. Stickers from Recollections. There's little flaps. I just went to town going through my stash and just adding what I thought looked good and everything. So I made this. So this was kind of a fun thing to do, and I'm going to keep this one for myself. I just love it. This was an embellishment, I got to tell you. I got it from the Creative Keepsakes convention. The gal, and again, that'll be listed in my other video. She made this little embellishment, and we got it, and I put it in my stash, and this was the perfect project for it. So there's little flaps. You can put pictures and do little journaling, and there's just pockets everywhere. It's just really super cute. So again, this was inspired by Crafty by Tony, and I'll put a link down below. So those were some of the things I did do in December. I did make a whole bunch of crocheted things because I also ended up getting pretty sick this month again, and so I did a lot of laying in bed and crocheting because I just can't sit still when I'm sick. Even if I'm just laying in bed, I can't sit still. So I made myself a cowl and some hand warmers and some other things. I did not get pictures of those, but I did make like 7 different crocheted items as well. So that's what I have been working on. So that kind of wraps up my hashtag Crafty Smash as far as the show and tell part of it goes. My planner, one of the things that I did do was get my planner all set up, and I did a video about that. So I did a video about using Magic Witch souvenirs, printables, and creating my planner for the new year. So I've got January all set up, and then I used Recollections papers to create dividers for the months. So I'm all good to go with that. I also was inspired by, and I'm gonna hopefully, I'm not gonna get this right because I totally forgot to write it down, but I will have it in the description below. There's a Facebook group with some junk journaling that did some tassels, and that inspired me to go ahead and create a tassel for my planner. So you guys know that I've kind of gone with kind of a mystical, magical theme for my planner, and so I'm continuing that on. As far as my December goals, I did meet all the goals that I had made for myself. So I did do a loaded explosion box and a board book for my design team projects for Country Craft Creations. I'll have links down below for that. I did, obviously, now I'm finishing up my crafty goals. I did my craft fair at work. Now that was really fun. So a quick overview. It was over 2 days at the hospital that I work at. And it was a load of fun. So it cost $30 for a table. I rented 2 tables, so it was $60 total. I did get over $1,000 between the 2 days, which was really, really nice. I did sell a couple albums, and one of the biggest ones was it was a huge Christmas album that I had just recently made. So I did sell some albums, and I did sell a lot of those little calendars that I had made. I sold a lot of ornaments. I sold a lot of cards. A lot of the candy things that I had made that I have shared before, those went well too. So it's mostly the smaller items that sold this time. It's kind of funny because in the past couple years, like I have one gal that comes and she usually buys several albums, and she has done that every time I've gone to the craft fair. This year she didn't buy anything. So, I think, for bigger items, times were tight, but all of my little stuff really sold well. So those ornaments that I've done, again, cards, the candy treats, I made those tea treats, those sold really well. I sold all but 2 of my calendars with the little Post-it pads that I had created. So little things like that really, really went well. The other thing that I did find this time, that last year I was asked to have more of winter theme stuff. So I did a lot of more winter theme versus Christmas themed stuff. Those sold first, like they were gone. So the Christmas stuff was kind of more last to sell versus my winter stuff. So I was kind of surprised by that, but that means that next year I'm going to make some more winter type themed things, something that, isn't quite, red and green Christmas themed, and see how that goes. So my craft fair did go very, very well. I'm super happy about that. I did make an Afghan as a Christmas present, and that turned out really good. I gave it to her last night. She absolutely loved it. I did finish all of my calendars. So I talked about my planners, my kitchen, my bill, and my desk planner needed to be finished up. And I did use printables from Magic Witch Souvenirs on Etsy. So I do have a video specifically for all that. Have a link down below as well. I didn't do any Christmas cards except for that one from the kit. I did make some tags from the leftovers from my Simple Stories paper that I was trying to smash for the year, making all the Christmas cards that I've done throughout the year. So I did take, some of these tags ended up in the tag album, but some of them ended up being Christmas tags for like presents and things. And then wouldn't you know it, I didn't use a single one, but that means I do have some left over for next year. So I'm ready to go with that. So I guess I'm kind of ahead of the game, right? Right. So I have those. As far as what's left over, from all of those papers that I had, these are all empty packages. What I had left over now fits just in this little teeny tiny package here. And then I do have some stickers left over, but I did use quite a bit, but I do have some left over. A lot of the letter, I don't usually use these, so, there's that. But I did use a lot of stickers, and there's so there's that. And then the sticker sheets that I had, this is like what I have left over. So I did pretty good smashing all of the Simple Stories papers that I took out to make my cards with. So I am really happy about that. I think that goal is completed. All right, so that is that. Let's go on. I did make a bunch of stuff, but again, I got sick. I did a lot more crocheting than I did paper crafting. So I only really completed 3 full paper kits. And there's that. I did some videos, but not near as much as normal. I do have one coming up for New Year's Eve that will be on December 31st that I'll do a tutorial with. Country Craft Creations is having a New Year's Eve crop. And if you go to the Facebook page of Country Craft Creations, if you're not already there, get signed up and get in there. It's all free, and all of us designers are going to have free tutorials. Use your Smash, or use your stash, I should say, and follow along and make some really cool projects. So these were my videos, and then let's see. So I did kind of do a tally. I made 10 albums, journals, folios. I did one Christmas card, just one this time. I did finish the Afghan, which was fun. I did smash only 3 packages of whole packages. I didn't do any partial ones. I didn't do any layouts. I did 18 ornaments, and then 7 crocheted items were kind of the miscellaneous things that I did. So, I mean, I still did a lot, but not near as much as normal because I got sick. I did actually meet all my goals, my deadlines, my cards. I put the asterisk there because I did make tags and I did make a book. So I guess that kind of counts, right? I did clean a area because I had to find a space to put my new stack cutter. So I did do that. So I'm going to call that a win. I did not get my room redone. I did not, but you know what? Next year, maybe I can do it. This was my project planner that I use for my desk planner and all my other planners that I need. I completed that project. This was the Christmas collab that I did. I did do all of that. I did do my stats. This month was a little bit slower. I didn't have as much content as normal, but I still picked up almost 200 more subscribers. So thank you so much for all of that. I did want to talk to you about my next project. So this is super fun. We are going to be doing a paper stash smash, and this again is going to be hosted by Debbie Alley of Project 39 Mini Albums. And what we're going to do is we're going to do a video on the 1st of every month, and it's going to my time's Pacific, so I will be scheduling them at 9 o'clock in the morning. What we're going to do is start off by gathering our supplies and showing you what we plan on using, and then so that'll be January, which is right now. I'm going to show you what I'm going to be using. And then in February, we're going to come back and show you what we did. So we're also going to do themes based on paper size and ideas. Okay. So anyway, the plan for January is 12 by 12. February is 6 by 6, March, and so on. We're going to do different paper sizes. So for January, what we're going to do is a 12 by 12 paper collection of some sort, and we're going to smash it. So this is a collab, and there's several of us that are doing it. We will have links down below to our videos. So look down below. There are going to be a ton of links for you guys to look at, but there's going to be the Paper Stash Smash collab list of videos, so you can go check out what everybody else is working on. So there's that. Now let me show you, oh, and I wanted to show you the project planner that I'm using for this. I did get from Magic Witch Souvenirs, and this is how I'm going to plan out all of my monthly things, take notes on what I've made, and all that kind of stuff. So you can see I really kind of haven't filled this out yet. I'm going to, but this is what I'm going to smash. So I decided, since Valentine's Day is coming up, I had 2 of these kits, My Valentine, and they are by Cartabella. And what year was this done? I can't tell. 2022. So I have 2 packs of this, and I thought, well, you know what? I'm going to smash these 2 packs. That'll be a lot of paper. So if I wanted to, you know, make a mini album, I can make some cards, I can make some gift bags, whatever. I don't know what I'm going to make yet, but these 2 packs are going to get smashed. And then I also, in my pile, had this partial pack of K & Company papers, and do I see a date on this? I do not see a date on this. It was a while ago, though. K & Company has been around, or it was a while ago. But anyways, I have a partial pack of these papers. So I'm going to go ahead and see if at least these 3 collections, or these packages, I'm going to smash. I thought this would be cute for cards. One of the things I've always wanted to do is make like Valentine's cards for the kids, and they've got some really cute kid-themed cut-aparts in here. that I thought would be really, really cute for the grandkids to give to their classmates. So I'm going to try, and that's one of the ideas that I had with this. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with this, but I've got some great ideas. So thank you so much. I think that kind of concludes the video today. So this is what I'm going to use for my January Paper Stash Smash project. I think I did complete all of my goals for my crafty goals. I got my planners all done. I'm super happy about that. And then I made some really super fun projects in December that I'm going to thoroughly enjoy and use. So, you know, I've got a couple new recipe books. I've got a couple journals here. This would be fun to turn into a Christmas planner for next year. So I might be working on that. And then my calendar project, which was kind of fun. This would be a year-long something that I can use. So anyway, that's what I've got for you. And then again, I'm going to be smashing this with my Paper Stash Smash project. So please stay tuned. We've got some fun new things coming up for you this year. And thank you so much for watching and listening to me ramble on about all the things. So thanks for watching. Have a great day. Stay crafty. I will see you again soon. All right. Take care. Bye-bye.